Good evening. Welcome to a Saturday night episode of Cat Space. I'm Kat, and this is Buckets. Before we go any further and discuss tonight's topic, I would like for us to pay our respects to Her Majesty the Queen, to everybody in the royal family. We send our condolences to the people of the UK. Um, in regards to the Duke of Edinburgh's passing. We are so sorry for your loss, and we in Australia are thinking of you and praying for you, and we wish you strength and comfort and light, and may God watch over all of you, and God save the Queen. Now, tonight's topic is paparazzi. Let's get into it. Paparazzi are known for taking way too many photographs of celebrities. Paparazzi also took the life of Princess Diana. First question is, why is it that paparazzi feel it's okay to stalk celebrities and their families?
Well, the thing is, how the paparazzi kind of see it is that they see it with kind of two ways. Freedom of speech comes into it. It's like the public needs to know, and they want the public to know, or at least the ideals that they stand by. They feel that um, everyone must know, and free speech is a great liberty that um, they basically make money off. But the other reason is by taking pictures of the paparazzi, they're making a huge amount of money, and they don't actually see celebrities as people. They see celebrities as a product, which is kind of wrong, really, because deep down inside, they are a person.
That's right, but why is it okay for them to stalk celebrities and their families? I think it's so wrong that celebrities constantly like hide in the bushes or hide in the playgrounds or like are in front of their house in their cars across the street with their windows rolled up, stalking celebrities and stalking their families and seeing families taking their kids to school or um, just at home or out at the beach. I think it's so very wrong to stalk someone. They're also, don't forget, they're not just celebrities, but they're also human beings and their families.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, people buy magazines, and these people need to work, and these people need to earn a living for their families. And so these are the kind of go getters that will basically cross any line possible to get that snapshot to sell to the newspapers, to sell to the magazines, because that's how people make money. So I mean, they could be a bit more respectful, but you also got to take into consideration that even though it is an invasion of privacy, and even though it might cause the celebrity some psychological harm by constantly taking pictures, their job as a celebrity is basically to be a public figure, and they've almost run the risk by doing that, because that's what people pay them to be a public figure. That's why they're a celebrity. If
But
they
can we still say that it's very wrong for them to, be wherever they are just talking celebrities? They're also human beings. They're also
they
mums and dads and family members and their children
they
and
do need to keep their
privacy.
they do need to keep. I believe that the paparazzi do need to keep their distance and keep away from their private life. I do believe that there should be a difference between a public life and a private life, just like any other job. Um, but unfortunately, this is how um, magazines make their money, because we, the consumer who buy the magazines, reinforce that sort of behavior because we want to keep knowing more about our favorite celebrities.
Okay. Next question is, do paparazzi know that crossing the line is a crime? Yes. I strongly believe that they know crossing certain boundaries, crossing certain lines is a crime, and that there should be laws in place that celebrity, or I believe there are laws in place, but there should be more laws put in place that celebrities can't cross. And whether that's being in a public for a place like a park or in front of a house or at a restaurant. I think there should be more laws in place that doesn't allow celebrities to take certain amount of photos because they know if they cross the line one too many times, it's going to be a crime and it's going to have someone injured or killed like they did with Princess Diana.
Well, I think one of the biggest problems with the paparazzi taking photos whenever they want is they can take a photo, and many newspapers and many magazines are probably guilty of this. Is they'll take a photo, but the photo is far from the actual context that they're writing about, and it might be just a celebrity walking down the street just buying a packet of chips,
Mm.
but the stuff that could be in the actual magazine or newspaper could be on the lines of defamation and making some lines up, making something up that would encourage readers like you or me to buy the magazine, to know what this celebrity is doing down the street and what evil dark thing she or he is doing. And that's where celebrities make so much money off defamation cases, because they know that every time a gossip mag makes something up, people will buy it,
Mm.
but it's a lie, so they have to go to court and sue them just to try to teach them a lesson.
Okie dokes. I think I agree with you on that one.
Mm.
Next question. How do paparazzi feel if it was their own family or their families?
See, that's the thing. It's like do unto others and what you would do to yourself, but they don't seem to listen to that. See, I think that if the camera was pointed at their families and they had no private life, because other paparazzis were taking pictures of them, they wouldn't be up to standard. Like, they would be in counseling every week. They'd have psychological problems, maybe even commit suicide or want to
Mm.
commit suicide. They would probably want to self harm, very much like a lot of celebrities that want to self harm or do drugs.
I think if it was on their own families, like you said, they would get agitated, they would get annoyed, they would feel that it was a breach of their own privacy. And I don't think if it was their family, they would be very annoyed and very angry and very frustrated and very sad. And if the roles were to say reverse, then they should know how it feels when you're taking 1,000 clicks per second
Mm.
on someone else. So I think if roles were reversed.
I think one way they can kind of be moral paparazzi people is if basically they booked a time to see the celebrity and then took as many pictures as they want with the permission of the celebrity. That way, the celebrity would be okay with it, and they could manage the level of press that they got, as opposed to having absolutely no control whatsoever every time a celebrity was going through some downtime. And I think that when a celebrity like, say, Britney Spears is going through some downtime and people take pictures of that, it only gets amplified, and the problem get only just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse, because there's no escape, because it's in every newspaper, it's in on television, it's on the internet, so it
Mm.
doesn't stop.
Next question. Why is it that paparazzi twist pictures in order to gain money? So, say when they take a picture and they decide to write a bunch of stories that are not accurate, misinformation, fake news, that they can twist that picture just for the momentum to gain money.
Well, because drama equals interests. People like drama. It's kind of sad, really, that with all the drama that happens in the world, that we seem to be addicted to more drama. It's a really interesting way to live. I mean, we always complain within ourselves, oh, I'm done with this drama, I'm sick of this drama. Yet we watch shows that are on television that have the most amount of drama. Why do you think Neighbours and Home and Away are so popular? Because people are addicted to drama. It's one big
But
drama.
when you twist it, when you take a picture, right, or you take 1,000 pictures, and you twist that picture in order to look sort of um, incorrect, and just for the momentum of $1 or
Mm.
like how much, what their salary is. I mean, why are they entitled to take pictures and twist that picture
Well,
to
he,
convince the public, the general public, that this is what the fact is of the picture, or this is what the picture says? And don't forget, the picture says 1,000 words, and those 1,000 words could either be correct or those 1,000 words could be incorrect.
well, how about like a picture being doctored or photoshopped to make the celebrity better looking, or with different thighs, or a smaller bum, or whatever, um, to make the celebrity more attractive than he or she is, or making or changing the body to meet a market. I mean, what kind of message does that send to younger generations, particularly young women that actually read these magazines? There is these gossip magazines um, that want to be like these famous celebrities, and they're looking at a picture as if this is real when it's actually not. It's fake. So I mean, it's again, we're portraying something that's not even real, and I don't think we're even touching on the moral side of it, which is we're making younger generations look up to people, which is basically fake.
Mm. Next question. When will paparazzi be held responsible or accountable for their own actions?
Well, when they go to court, that's basically the only time when they get accountable for their actions. As a group thing, unless government gets involved and decides to write policy to protect celebrities' privacy, maybe that's something we really should be concentrating on, that we don't concentrate enough of. But what you'll find is celebrity paparazzi will definitely, I think, exploit the freedom of speech, or freedom of expression um, rights that they have to make money, kind of thing. Because the opposite of suppressing them is no different to censorship, which is something that we don't actually want.
Now, obviously, when let's look back to 97 when Princess Di was chased in the Paris tunnels by paparazzi to the point of where she ended up having, she ended up dying, and she died because the paparazzi would hound her when she was leaving the hotel, to when she got in the car, to being in the tunnel. They were held liable and responsible for their actions. They got into serious trouble. But I'm talking now, we're in 2021. When will when will paparazzi be held liable and responsible for their actions, knowing that, they could hurt someone, or they could,
Mm. Well,
potentially, destroy a family and pull them apart because of, a paparazzi took one too many pictures, and they need to be held accountable.
well, here's the thing. Why does there need to be a tragedy for someone from the paparazzi to go, hey, this has gone too far? Why can't they basically understand that the pictures that they are taking without the express permission of the celebrities is causing significant psychological damage? Why does someone need to be killed, um, in a tragic Princess Diana accident, for them to go, maybe we just we went a bit too far this time. Uh, you know, there are countless examples. Like Marilyn Monroe is a perfect example of the paparazzi going too far, to the point where she's basically wanting to kill herself, and she was suicidal for a very, very long time. That's another example of basically the paparazzi going too far and continuously causing a lot of problems.
But do you think that soon enough, God forbid, if something happens, they will actually be held responsible? Do you think there should be more? There are laws now, but do you think there should be more laws and protection of celebrities and their families so that this doesn't happen in the future? And if
I
something does
think so.
happen,
Yeah. You know what? I think there needs to be more, not just laws, but I think there needs to be a higher duty of care that people from the paparazzi need to take. They need to, I think, perhaps have a code of conduct that is basically placed on them, like every other industry. It seems to me that every other industry, whether it's the hospitality industry or IT or a tradie job, has a code of conduct. And I think maybe paparazzi as well need to have a code of conduct. I think that should really be enforced, because the amount of psychological damage that these people cause people is immense. And I think it'll lead these beloved celebrities down a track where we continue to torment them and harass them, because to us this is entertainment, and it's actually quite sick. So yes, there needs to be a code of conduct with the paparazzi if they are to take pictures of celebrity willy-nilly.
I agree with you, no. Next question. Can celebrities sue the paparazzi for breach of privacy?
Yes, they definitely can. The problem is that every time they do it, there's usually another paparazzi taking a picture of their actions and then selling that picture in the paper, telling that story in the paper. So even though you get rid of one set of paparazzi, there's always another paparazzi taking pictures of other paparazzi. It's kind of like a circle that never ends.
Again, we come back to the circle of, can they be held liable and responsible? Can celebrities sue them for breach of privacy? I say they can, because if it gets to a point where it feels like celebrities can't leave their homes and have to isolate themselves and lock themselves in, then I agree. I think they should sue the paparazzi for breach of privacy, because if they're constantly being hounded in front of their own houses and they can't leave their house because there's so many bulbs flashing, then celebrities should have the right to sue them.
I think so too, but they really do need to just back off and allow these celebrities to have a private life, because a private life is just really important. And a perfect example of this is Michael Jackson putting face masks on all of his children because he knew he didn't want any of his children being involved with any paparazzi.
I agree. Next question. Is it wrong to have paparazzi outside someone's home just for pictures? And I say yes, because one, it's a breach of privacy. Two, they're in their own homes. Three, they feel like they're locked. Again, as I've said in the last question, they're locked into their own houses. They can't do anything. It is so wrong for paparazzi to stand there in front of their houses, in front of their homes, in front of their gates, in front of their bush, and just take a photo.
Yeah, it's kind of wrong if you think about it. And what they're effectively doing is they're turning their own personal home that they have paid for with their own money into their own personal hell, because they've turned their own home into a prison because they can't get out. It's actually that, and this is where people like, say, Harry, for example, who's now bought lots of security with a lot of the money that Meghan has made through Netflix. This is why security for celebrities is really, really important. Otherwise, you get obsessed fans constantly raiding, houses like they own the place. It's quite disgusting, really.
Exactly. Next question. Is there a fine line between whistleblowers and paparazzi?
Yes, I think there is. I mean, paparazzi, they're almost the same thing if you think about it. So I think this is like the one thing where they can go, hey, we're whistleblowing this report because it's important, because I think we think that the world needs to know. So just say it's something on Donald Trump and or other politicians who might be considered corrupt or wrong, or something that the public is, just say there's something that is being constantly, something that's been not presented to the public that should be presented to the public. This is where the paparazzi can do the moral thing. And I guess you could call them a whistleblower. But unfortunately, a lot of paparazzi for the most part, don't concentrate on those big cases that really matter to the community, and just concentrate on celebrities, and don't care about the moral problems that go with that. But I guess you could say the same thing for politicians. I mean, they're inherently meant to be public figures because they're meant to be the leaders that are meant to lead their people on a very good and safe and prosperous journey. And if they're not doing that, if they're doing things against the people, if they're corrupt, then it would be a very good idea for a paparazzi to become a whistleblower. But the sad thing is, 90% of the time, there's more money in taking pictures of Britney Spears or other celebrities like Mel Gibson and stuff like that, and making a profit off that, than it is to chase down politicians.
Exactly. And lastly, is will there ever be a law made to have paparazzi kept away for stalking? Which is different than, well, it's similar to standing in the bush or in front of someone's house or gate, but will there ever be laws to keep paparazzi away from them stalking?
Well, the thing is, there already are. So the fact that there's a cameraman or woman hiding in the bushes taking pictures, that is by definition stalking. And it's also trespassing as well. So there's two laws that a celebrity can charge the paparazzi with if they're taking pictures without permission, or hiding in the bushes, or hiding in their garden without their permission. So trespassing, breaches of privacy, you name it. They can go to prison for that. But the fact that they are hiding in the bushes doing such things,
looking for a scandal,
pays a lot of money, and that's why they do it, because the risk of them getting caught and being charged is higher.
And the adrenaline rush of it.
Oh yeah, there's totally the adrenaline rush of doing this.
So there should be more, even though there's laws already, there should be more laws now, more so than ever, implemented in keeping paparazzi at bay.
That's true.
Well, that's all we have for Saturday night. We hope you have a safe and happy weekend. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment if you have any funky ideas. Leave a comment.
And let's see if the idea is actually good enough, and we like it, and we will basically not only use the idea, but you'll be getting a nice shiny award because of it.
And a shout out.
And
don't forget to hit the
like, share, and subscribe button.
And notification bell.
That's right.
So until then, God bless. Good night, and we'll see you next week. Until then, enjoy your weekend. Bye, guys.